Pistons Magic, Game 3. Let's see how the 1-8 matchup in the East is going.
What coverage wins out here for both teams? Thompson flew by. Got a trap. And I love the pace right there. And physicality will win the series. Cunningham can't hit. Here comes Orlando. Banchero.
This Banchero-Cade Cunningham matchup is interesting. I mean, obviously, I don't think they're matched up for real, but this is an interesting showdown.
Toss it up. Black can't finish. Good contest by Harris. Detroit's got numbers. Harris down the lane. With the Toss it up. Black can't finish. Good contest by Harris.
One of the best defensive teams. Nice. And this is what happens when you make the right basketball play. Cade Cunningham. Simple. That's all you got to do. Just pass it to your teammate that's open. Let him make it easy. So many times and so often you see guys try to do too much. Look off that guy. Reset. Whatever. Just all you got to do is trust your teammate. Pass it to him. He's open. He's going to drive. He's going to do something with that advantage that he has. He's going to force the help defender to freeze. Throw the lob. I mean, just do the right, make the right play. Everybody continue to make the right play. Really simple. Then you get another steal. This team's good.
Second time he's done that already. Thompson, toss it out. Throws it down.
And Duran's kind of what they talk about as the modern day traditional big. You know what I mean? He's not Jokic, right? That's the modern day big. But he is like he's like a big athletic big who is meant to dominate the paint still. But it's the modern day version of that, of a paint beast. That's what he's talked about as, and it shows, man. He's a freak athlete.
So that one a little light. It feels like with Jordan, doesn't matter where you throw it up. He's gonna grab it. He met Banchero.
I mean, he's making plays all over the court.
Cunningham racing ahead.
Lob City, man. But look at what you can do when you have athletes. Look at this roster, right? The 5 guys on the court right now are all very athletic, lengthy, and can play defense. It's kind of like the Spurs on the other side of the bracket, right? The Spurs have a lot of switchability. They have a lot of guards where combo guards, 6'4 plus, can switch onto 1 through 4 at least. And then you have Wembanyama in the paint, which is a whole different animal. But those teams tend to be the best because look, in the NBA, offense is going to create advantages, offense is going to create looks, offense is going to create opportunities for themselves, and various actions are going to get them an advantage. So being able to survive defensively when the offense has an advantage is it's a difference maker, right? And that comes down to having length and athleticism and good defenders. So when you have teams like this you see now, especially nowadays, teams like this dominate the league. The Thunder, everybody's long, everybody's athletic, everybody can move their feet, everybody's got length and strength and can play physical defense and switch a little bit. Spurs, same deal. Pistons, same deal, right? Thunder, those are the teams that are really dominating right now.
Want to see one go early for him. Robinson gave it up to Thompson. He'll take a mid-range two and connect.
And I wonder what the principle is here that Jalen Suggs, what is he thinking? Why is he, that's not great D.
Gave it up to Thompson. He'll take a mid-range two.
Is that what the scout told you, that Thompson can't shoot?
And Austin, if he makes that shot, man, this has had 3 straight turnovers. Cunningham takes the contact.
And he's definitely. I don't know him that well or his twin. I haven't seen their film too much, but I think he's more known for getting to the rack and being an athlete, right?
This has had 3 straight turnovers.
Especially the getting to the rack, craftiness in that.
Cunningham takes the contact.
That's super tough.
Plus the foul. And they don't want too much. We want it. Yes. For entertainment's sake. All tied at 21. 3 minutes to go in the first. Bang getting down here. By Stewart. Stewart is fired up.
Isaiah Stewart, straight intimidator. Great screen.
Cunningham.
And look, this is the problem again with the coverage. I'm gonna sound like I'm beating a dead horse.
Fired up.
Look here, okay. You get this drop. This is, to me, it counts as drop coverage. You're allowing him space to get downhill. All right. You just basically, how is this different from allowing the ball to go middle? Like you just let the ball. Like, let's say you're running a 2-3 zone. You don't want to let them hit the high post with the ball because then he has options. Right. Same thing on any screen and roll. When you do hedge, you don't want to let him catch the ball on the backside of the hedge, or if you blitz, because now he has options. Right, you want to have that tagger taking away that first pass. Any trap, you want to have the next guy take away the first pass. So it's got to be a more difficult pass. Just allowing Cade Cunningham to dribble like this right here, to me, that is the equivalent of giving up that first pass or giving up the pass to the middle. And the reason I say that is because he has options now. He's got a defender behind him, and it's really, if you think about it, everybody's going full head of steam downhill. It's 5-on-4. This guy's out of the play. It's a 5-on-4. Yes, it's not literally 5-on-4. He's barely out of the play. But if you maximize the first advantage you get and you manage to get a shot out of that, and a shot opportunity, then it is 5-on-4. This guy's out of the play. There's no way he can recover by the time that first opportunity is maximized upon. So if you look, this pass, this is the pass that would be available if you hedged as well. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't hedge this high. I would just go under it this high up. To be honest with you,
Is fired up.
like here, I would just go under. To be honest, I would run back here to the 3-point line, set my feet, and try to beat Cade Cunningham there. Because this screen, well, this is a great angle by Isaiah Stewart. This angle of his feet also makes it difficult for him to get underneath because he's got to go kind of backwards and around, right? And so that's what makes it. I always say set your screens with your ass facing the corner, right, the coffin corner. That way, you know, it's easier for Cade to get downhill and it's harder for him to go under. But nonetheless, I would still go under here because this is. I mean, what are you going over for? What are you running him off of? A 50-foot logo shot? Like, who cares? Let him shoot that. That's a win for our defense. But in any case, let's go back to the subject at hand. If you were to hedge, right, and the tag were to come, this pass is still what's available. But that pass becomes infinitely more difficult. I'm telling you. Like, so much harder, guys. And also, it should be coming from the weak side, so it should be this pass, really. But that pass, look at this. You're talking about two guys in his face, mad length. You got to skip it across the court. That is an impossible pass. 9 times out of 10, it's going to have to come over the trap, and it's going to be a lob. It's going to take a while to get there. It's going to get stolen in the air. It's going to take long enough that you're going to be able to recover or rotate or whatever. Look at the possession. We broke down that possession that the Thunder had, right? And where they actually ended up giving up a step-back 3 over here. But it was a step-back 3. But the point I'm trying to make is you didn't give up an easy shot because of the screen, by virtue of the screen. He still had to create some shit, right, in that possession. In this possession, it's the same thing. This, though, what you're doing is you're giving up this corner shot by virtue of the screen. You've now allowed Cade Cunningham to penetrate, forced the help, okay, and he kicks it. All because of this screen. He's allowed to penetrate, which then forces the help, which then is a domino effect. You see what I'm saying? You can really eliminate the domino effect by hedging high. That domino effect does not happen. If he does make this pass, yes, you're fucked. You're fucked immediately. There's no domino. He just gave up a wide open shot. But that's a difficult play to make. And people will say, "Oh, well, that's the read. That's the read, and that's the pass that they practice." You can't practice that. I mean, yeah, you can practice it, but like practice, bro. Like that's not a pass that's. It's hard. It's a hard ass pass to make consistently. Okay. And you got to keep your head. You got to keep your head in it. You have 2 lengthy NBA players in your face guarding you, making it very difficult for you to make that pass. You have rotations ready to go. I just don't think it's there. This is a penetration, forces the help.
Cunningham, skip pass. This is LeVert on the move.
And he had to do a couple things after he beat the closeout, but the advantage there was generated by the closeout, which came from Cade Cunningham penetrating, forcing the help, and then he beat the closeout and then beat another guy. So that play, that's what that is.
effective protecting that rim. So
Game of runs, the Pistons are back on top.
Van Carroll going at Herder. A look on the perimeter for Brown. As you can see, he'd only been 5 of 22 from 3 since coming back. So just playing through that defense to get to the line, jump-starting his perimeter game. Green with the answer. Wagner sees green light slotted by Thompson. Reverse.
And this is a good 1-8 matchup. Series tied 1-1. Pistons dropped one at home.
Lost it.
They're going to Orlando, and they're in a fight here.
It's so much healthier and better for the NBA. Big Carroll, hard drive, blocked by Durant.
3 minutes left. Magic have the lead at home.
We saw in the first half, Durant has been so impactful at the rim. Cunningham for 3.
Oh, super tough. Super tough from a guy this size.
Impactful at the rim. Cunningham for 3.
Cunningham, yeah. Man, he's got good potential to end up becoming a real superstar. And Wagner's killing. Between him and Banchero, this team is actually a threat.
Wagner sees the crowd, rises for
That's pure.
big shot by Crown. Who wants it more? Wagner for 3.
Ooh, killing. That's tough. That's so tough, bro. Hold on, bro.
Who wants it more?
Again, help from the wing, right? I mean,
Wagner for 3.
I do think you should be in help position somewhat.
Who wants it?
I just think this is, you're prioritizing help from the wing. I think Cade should be like right here, and you should be prioritizing help from the low man. So more here, you know, you can close out. And he's still there. That's tough, bro. That little mask celly right there, that shit is hard.
Orlando 109, Detroit 105. Suns might as well clear it out at this point and go 1-on-1. Wagner, hard drive. Wagner, the runner, won't go. Carter, the offensive board.
And kills you, man. Kills you. Offensive board at that time. Like, it's going to seem like I'm always nitpicking. I'm like, oh, I'm opportunistic. Look, oh, there's one offensive rebound given up with a minute left. Big whoop, coach. Bro, that's the point, though. If you had the habit of boxing out, this shit would not be a question.
Hard drive. Wagner, the
Like, look, Cade, the shot went up, man. The shot went up, okay? And I get it. I'm not, the presence of mind. Look, not everybody's Michael Jordan, okay? Michael Jordan had some serious presence of mind at all times. But, look, okay? The shot is in the air, and you are looking at the ball. Man, box him out under the basket. Push his ass all the way into the stands. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if he's got inside position. If he's got inside position that bad and you can't get in front, then drive him. Turn around, seal him, and drive him wherever you can. Don't let him be in position to get this rebound. You gotta own the paint. You gotta own the paint. It's like sumo wrestling. Boxing out is like sumo wrestling. Rebounding is like sumo wrestling. The shot goes up. It is now a sumo wrestle, except you're doing it backwards. I mean, actually, shit, they do that in sumo wrestling too. So you just gotta push his ass out. That's what it is, man. That's what rebounding is. Rebounding is not jumping higher than the other guy. That is the biggest misconception. That's the biggest myth of all time. It is not about jumping higher, I'm telling you. Yes, that'll help you on those off possessions and off, in those circumstances. Circumstantially, out jumping somebody for a rebound is going to help you. But in general, right, you are going to box out. You're going to box out. That's what's going to help you rebound. Now, if you're a 7'5" Victor Wembanyama, or, I coached a 7'3" guy before when I was at the prep school, I was at TPS, Asani Mbaye. That kid, man, was 7'3", right? He could, he could jump, right? I would let him jump, for example, because he's 7'3" and can jump. That is a guy that doesn't need to be boxing out because he's going to create more of an impact. But those are rare, freakish exceptions, all right? So that's the idea. Also, from what I understand, I think Asani had some issues as well. So, like other, not related to basketball, but he had some issues.
Game of men, Austin. That was a man's rebound by Wendell Carter. You nailed that right on the head, Robbie. I mean, look at this. He gets pushed, still grabs it, holds on to it. Two defenders grabbing him. And Durant has fouled out. Cunningham.
Big loss.
7 points in the ball game. He's erupted in the fourth. Lost his footing there. Everyone in Kia Center on their feet. Ben Carroll, pull up three, off the heel.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, that shit was like.
Off the heel.
Man, when that happens, bro, you lost, bro. Oh, nice. That's tough. And then your shooter misses. It's over. Good game. Good game. The 8-seeded Magic are up 2-1 in the series. Is that fucking crazy or what? I'm going to have to pay attention to this series, man. The Pistons better get it together, bro. The Magic showed, that's the thing, though. It was a tough, for the Hornets, that was a tough one, okay? I'm not a Hornets fan per se, but I was interested in the Hornets. I think they were an interesting team to watch, fun team to watch. The way they play and the talent they have a lot of guys who can hoop, man. Like they should be better than they are, I think. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, I think the coaching staff is doing a great job, right? What I'm saying is, I think that they have potential to become something great. But them losing to the Magic, that just shows you the Magic are not a joke. These guys are tough. I wasn't following the regular season too closely. I don't know if there were injuries they were dealing with to become the 8th seed, what the situation was there, or if vice versa, the Pistons were the beneficiaries of injuries to receive the 1 seed as opposed to being the 3 or the 4 or some shit, or the 2 in a conference that has the Celtics and some good teams in the East. I don't know, honestly. The Pistons look good. They have a good roster. They play. I like the style of play they have, but being down 2-1 right now, that's tough. But if you make it past this, then you get that credential of being battle tested, right? That little chit, the badge. So we'll see. We'll see how they do. But yeah, good game here. I enjoyed watching this. Like, comment, and subscribe for me, all right? And peace and love, okay? Peace and love. Like, comment, and subscribe.